I'm going to read an extract from my adult horror novel, Lôn Cof. Lôn Cof is about Max Carpenter, a young man who returns to the small Welsh village of Lôn Cof to find care for his estranged grandmother. When he returns, he not only discovers that the village is haunted by 5 phantoms that are separate memories of the same man, but that the only person who can put a stop to the haunting is himself. The scene I'm about to read is from chapter 7. Max has told his friend Alex about the phantoms of Lôn Cof, that he's seen a phantom in a Hawaiian shirt guarding the bridge into the village, a phantom in a raincoat that haunts the grounds of his grandmother's estate, and a phantom in an army uniform that haunts the local pub. Alex doesn't believe him, and he decides to get a pint. Silent on the way to Tafyn Iduid, my anger builds, not just because he doesn't believe me, but because he's making fun of me. And after all I've been through since arriving here, his jabs hit home. The Druid's Tavern, he says, wriggling his fingers, imitating a ghost as he reached the low stone wall separating the benches, tables, and the old thatched pub from the road. That's what my translator tells me the name means in English anyway. You won't find it funny in a minute. Whatever, Alex grunts, ignoring the gate and stepping over the wall. Swinging open the gate, I start up the skinny path after him, scanning the glowing windows for a sign of anything paranormal. So far it looks no different to any other pub in Britain. It looks like I'm insane. Sighing, I catch the door behind him and step hastily inside, scanning the warm interior. There's a huge crackling fireplace, dark varnished beams over the walls and overhead, with a variety of empty tables for us to choose from. The barman begins to ask us something in Welsh, but he stops himself, reading the puzzlement on our faces, and says, "What'll it be, lads?" Thin on top, he has a big bushy moustache and wears a checkered shirt. He's drying a pint glass as he speaks. About to answer, I lose all focus, catching the glimmer of someone out the corner of my eye. Heart thudding, sweating, not wanting to, I turn to see the man in the army uniform sitting at a large round table in the centre of the room. To my surprise and horror, one thing is clear. He is the spit, aside from being a few years older and far gaunter, of the man in the Hawaiian shirt. But phantoms can't be in 2 places at once, can they? Or are they separate representations from different points in the same person's life? Different, impactful memories. All at once, my memory of the man in the Hawaiian shirt's ritual is so vivid, it's like I'm back on the bridge, going through the motions with him, reliving the crash, the dead dog, and the phantom's scream. Is this man in the army uniform, this aspect of the same phantom, reenacting another memory? And considering how Travis got me to open my third eye fully, is the man in the army uniform staring at me right now, even the full spectacle? Sorry about him. I hear Alex talking about me, but I can't quite engage, focused on the man in the army uniform, realizing the subtle differences between him and the man in the Hawaiian shirt. Without commas between his eyes, I can't spot the mouseware on him, and not only is he gaunter, but the lines drawn like spiderwebs from the corners of his eyes and across his cheeks are not actually from a dramatic advance in age, but are clearly from stress. His eyes are of the same awful mist, yet right now, they're dark, swirling, angry. Yeah, he's deaf sometimes. Max, a gasp, shocked out of my trance, spinning to Alex and the barman. What do you want? Alex asks. Oh, Coke please. Don't do Coke, says the barman. Pepsi then, same thing. Same thing, Alex scoffs, shaking his head and pulling out his wallet. The conversation continues, but I drown them out, amazed that neither of them is starting to panic, unless I am mad. Pepsi, Alex says, shoving the pint into my hand. Oh, I manage, almost dropping it. I'll pay. Already done, he says, pointing at the long table before the round table where the phantom sits. No, I hiss. Alex frowns at me like I'm mental. Can't? Not right now, not with... I look straight at the man in the army uniform just long enough, so Alex looks in the same direction. He frowns. What? No, you're not telling me that you're actually seeing him right now, are you? He's here, I say, and he's not happy. Not happy. I'm sure he's fine. Alex waves a mocking hand towards the phantom he can't see, and the phantom waves right back, grinning like a great show is about to be unveiled. Alex, you're about to have a child. I was angry. I wanted you to see, to prove I'm not mad, but if we do stay, you will see, and you. I'm going to sit right here, he decides, striding past me and plonking himself down at the long table. Honestly, mate, I say, you don't want. Sit. Afraid to run because it will leave Alex alone, I sit opposite him, trying to stop the shake in my hands. See, he says, after a long sip of his pint. Everything's all right. Unable to hold my calm, I clap both hands against my face and lean close, hissing, how can you not see him? The barman, you mean? I could punch him. But all my anger dissolves when the barman leaves through the door behind the bar. Probably down to a trap door into a cellar, says a dark, intuitive thought. A thought that's sure the barman won't be coming back for some time, leaving the man in the army uniform to rule the roost. He's staring at you, I tell him, afraid to make eye contact with Avoya. Staring at me, Alex repeats. Honestly, I insist, you. At the corner of my eye, I catch an outdated bottle materialize within the man in the army uniform's hand. Popping a pale finger in its top, he spins the bottle round and hurls it at us. The bottle hits our table with a crush and explodes, sending glass shards everywhere. Hands up to protect his face, Alex lowers them slowly, managing, Max, at no more than a squeak. Who did that? The man in the army uniform, I tell him, planting my eyes on the grinning phantom. Alex almost falls off his chair as the phantom waves at him. Looks like we're alone, begins the phantom, clicking his fingers and whispering something so fast I can't quite hear it, magicking a chair behind the bar to scrape across the floorboards and tilt itself firmly beneath the door handle, the same door the barman disappeared through. Tell me, Alex, are you starting to believe? How do you know my name? Alex gasps. I know many things. Sick of playing games, I swallow my terror and say, you're another memory of the same man, aren't you? Very bright, Max. Not bright enough, considering you haven't figured out who I am. Tell me, I say. Oh, you'll be dead before I tell you. Lone Cof is available on Amazon as paperback and ebook and on Kindle Unlimited.